Right, ladies and gentlemen, I've cleaned up. I've tried to look a bit more presentable to you today. And, well, this is going to be a strange one. So next to me in my room, I've got a chair. So this is how I actually have to get up from my seat at the moment to grab onto this chair. So the camera angle might not be very good, but you'll get a good idea of what I have to go through at the moment. So here we go. This might be a bit crude. Let's see. Oh boy. Let's have a look. So what I have to do is to brace myself this way. Oh God, shit. Oh, hang on. Oh, hang on. I can do this. I've done this before. Right. I think I need to get on the chair. Oh boy. Let's straddle the chair. If you remember Joanne Wally Kilmer from Scandal, that pose. That's what she does. Hang on. Oh boy. Wow. Oh, easy. Oh, come on. I did it. 3, 2, 1. Oh. Oh. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I had to go through in the mornings just to get up. I wish I was faking this. I wish I was putting it on, but I'm not. So I'm just going to sit back on my comfortable chair again without falling over. And I want to say actually as well that people did respond to my video from yesterday regarding my situation. And the funny thing is, I've actually heard the same thing coming up, that it's probably something you're eating too much of. Dairy, so I'm going to cut out the dairy very soon actually. My absolute pleasure is coffee with cream and sugar, not milk, absolute cream. So that could be a problem. I might have to say goodbye to that as well at some point. But something else I won't be saying goodbye to, folks, are my ever-growing band of subscribers. Right now as I speak, I'm at 10,459. Is there any chance I can crack the 11,000 subscribers mark by the weekend? It would be awesome if it happened, but then again, pigs do fly, and I do like my pork very, very much. But speaking of porkers and porking, Rebekah Valentine, IGN, you can't say that word without spelling out ignorant. She's back in the headlines again. By the way, the same Rebekah Valentine who writes about herself in third-person mode on LinkedIn. Oh, Valentine, won't she be mine?
On Kung Fu Hot Dog. He's the team here to motorboat fun bags and kick ass. And he's all out of titties.
It's a f***ing video game.
Investigative journalist focused on the video games industry, specifically the business side of games, but with the additional background in consumer games, journalism, game and tech reviews, feature writing, broader reporting, and podcast production. Now, Ms. Valentine has about as much charisma as a Limp Dick or even Limp Bizkit headlined by Fred Durst. Now, a few days ago when I made another Black Myth Wukong video, now remember folks, this is a quick news flash, you know the story already, but some of you might not be unaware or very aware that Ms. Valentine went after Game Science, the bros behind probably the biggest selling game of the year, Black Myth Wukong, because she said there is sexist, awful company. They hate women. They have these HR posters that depict very humorous situations, which I'm going to flash up here, by the way. I find it so hysterical that... Now, before I talk more about Ms. Valentine, or Ducky Valentine as she likes to be called, Esports Associate Editor Tom Foley rages at Black Myth Wukong developers and demands game includes more diversity. A game set in 1592 with a monkey god who goes around kicking ass with all sorts of villains. This guy is obviously chasing clout. I mean, what makes you think Tom Foley? In fact, what does Tom look like? I want to see who this guy actually is. I bet he's a he, her, and a she, they. Search for Tom Foley. Let's have a look. Please don't let me down. Please say you've got pronouns in your biog. Come on, Tom. Hello, Thomas. Where are you? Manchester, England? What? You're kidding me. All my views are my own. Oh my God. I mean, again, for a guy that's got such a low input on Twitter X, I'm surprised that he even gets called out here from that part place. So on the 21st of August, Foley fumed over Puberty's Instagram page, sharing the news that Black Myth Wukong, or BMW, broke Steam single-player records, and the comments are full of unsavory replies from fans delighted the game isn't inclusive because it's not gay or woke. A top comment read, which at the time has nearly 4,000 likes. So proud of this game that it doesn't support any gender or sexual orientations, unlike other games nowadays, another user said. The common sentiment is that liberals are in tears, which I absolutely agree with. And it sounds like right-wing gamers couldn't be happier. Listen, we're not right-wing, we just have a view called common sense. That's what it is. Nothing to do with the right side of thinking. You might say just because we think that way, we might have certain ideological, political preferences. And that might be the case, that might not be, but who really cares? Liberal hive minds are the worst people that you should ever associate yourself with. So Mr. Foley, this is a bit contradictory. Now he's given the game of BMW 8 out of 10, but he wrote, and get ready for this sounds really familiar actually, it really does. After 40 hours plus, I've yet to encounter a single female character. Aside from one inanimate mini-boss called the Mother of Stone, and no one can convince me that's a good thing. What, you've been watching Nerdrotic videos again? I think there is another female villain in there. She turns into this big horrible spider, but she's very attractive. I'm pretty sure that's who she is. But his biggest complaint is that there isn't a female in there. Okay, whatever, dude. From there, he cites a highly skeptical study that claims 10% of all people live disordered LGBT lifestyles. Do they? The idea that 10% of all people live that particular lifestyle, but the American Life League, who notes this statistic originated from flawed research conducted by Alfred Kinsey, the same dude who was played by Liam Neeson, in 1948. The organization noted Kinsey's research represents a classic example of looking for data to support a preordained set of desirable conclusions. This feels like what they call the straw man argument, because basically it hasn't got a leg to stand on. Yes, that's a bad pun to make considering my current physical condition. But you know what, folks? The show goes on. So back to Rebekah Valentine. So thanks to Yellow Flash. Now this was a very interesting post that she made on ResetEra. ResetEra, by the way, one of the worst sites ever. This is where gamers converse and they stick up for games that other people hate. Now it's become an absolute cesspit of absolute frivolity, seething left-wing views. You know what I mean? It's one of those. So here's what Doug Valentine, and she dares to identify herself as a reporter for IGN. Thank you so much, Rebekah said. Ki-hoon, he's the guy that is actually not a Mandarin native, but in fact from South Korea, who translated Mandarin very badly apparently. So Ki-hoon and I are extremely confident in our work. We checked and verified everything very diligently. I'd go as far as to say this is my proudest work as a journalist. What, we're not speaking in third person, Becca? You're letting me down. So far, even I, if I have to wish it wasn't necessary. But you deemed it necessary by going after game science, you dumb duck. Rebekah Dumb Duck Valentine. I like that. It's good.
It wasn't unfun.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
It was fun.
It was fine.
But I won't pretend that getting dozens of emails and tags on social daily media accusing me of mistranslating or whatever doesn't occasionally worm its way into my brain, your brain, which is the size of a pea pod. I feel like I'm being gaslit every time I log on. This is classic victimhood speech right there, folks. When everything goes against you, you start playing the victim. It's a bit like that Jermaine Jenner situation at the moment with the BBC. If you don't know, this guy's a footballer and he was fired while he was on air on the One Show because he sent an unsolicited text message to a female member of the production crew, and now she's crying out about, oh my god, he sent me horrible things, and he got fired for that. No receipts, no proof at the moment. I don't think the guy's a saint. He could be a piece of shit for all I know. But again, where are the receipts, BBC? And Rebekah, if you're talking about being gaslit, show us proof. Why don't you want to name the people that go after you? Are you afraid of blowback? Rebekah continues, genuinely, this is the worst I've ever been harassed. The last few days have been a nightmare. It's so depressing how people manage to invent a bunch of false claims about our work and then manage to dominate the narrative about them so completely that now so many believe that it's our well-sourced and easily verifiable article that's false, and not the absolute batshit claims of extortion and mistranslation. So thank you from the heart of my bottom. It means a lot that you support journalism. Are you kidding, Rebekah Valentine? Are you absolutely off your tree, love? I think the answer is an absolute unanimous yes. Well, one thing I should probably let you know, folks, regarding my tendinitis, when I visited my doctor on Wednesday morning, he took 2 fingers and stuck them up my bum, with my permission, of course. And I can tell you what, when a stranger in a professional capacity does that to you, you see the whole world in a new and different light.
A sphincter says what?
You want me to say what? Like, I don't get it. Is that it?
So, ladies and gentlemen, how does one recover from such a bittersweet pill like Rebekah Valentine's sucky ducky? Well, I'll tell you how we do that. We go over to this great clip right here, courtesy of G4 TV. And yes, when I mention G4, I'm not talking about Adam Sessler or the other dudes. Olivia Munn in her absolute peak prime. In fact, if you ask me, she is G4. The following is a behind the scenes, or rather a behind the scenes of Olivia Munn's behind. Look at Olivia's first jump from the 2008 420 special. She's scared as hell. Well, don't worry, Olivia, I'm here to comfort you.
Rick's Cafe is one of Negrill's biggest draws. It has spectacular views, wild...
And from where I'm sitting, I can see a couple of spectacular views right here.
parties, and, most impressive, this massive cliff right behind me, and the crazies who jump off it. That's ridiculous. It's stupid.
Yeah, it sure is. Yes, yes. The jacked Jamaican crazies.
The view from up here is dizzying. It takes a big pair to even...
Well, listen, Olivia, you don't have a big pair, you have a perky pair, and full marks to that cameraman. They exactly knew what they were doing back in 2008.
Stand this close to the edge, and the locals, they actually are fearless and throw themselves from the top of that tree.
And Joel Kinnaman dated her. My God. My
big pair stay down here.
You know what? No complaints from me, Liv. Oh my word.
Now,
what?
have you ever seen anyone get hurt? Because there's a huge sign, which I'm sure will show you, that says you can have spinal damage, vertebrae damage, muscle damage, bruising, severe bruising. Have you seen anyone get severely hurt?
No, I haven't seen anyone get any hurt.
Thank God, because I was really scared.
I haven't seen...
I mean, look at that. Diversity, folks, doesn't exist. Yeah, you got a Negril Jamaican lady here, happily speaking to Olivia Munn like it's another day in paradise.
In that since I've been here 14 years now.
Have you seen any bad injuries here?
A lot of times.
You do? Like what?
I like the comparison. Like, that lady's like, yeah. Everybody's fine. They all jump off and there's no injuries. This dude here is like, hey, you know what? I've seen many.
People sit down, belt smacker, dislocate their arms.
Right, and it all fades into black. Olivia puts on 2 brave faces in a small bikini. Yes. Oh, come on, come on.
I don't know when you're rolling.
Yeah, man.
Yes, yeah, yes, yeah. We're rolling, we're rolling. Oh, God. Ow! Oh, yes. The jiggle factor that we're missing in video games, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, my God. That is probably my favorite angle of Olivia Munn. Oh.
Do you remember when I said it takes a big pear to stand on the edge?
Yes.
I think my pear just went inside me. I'm extremely nervous, and I gotta tell you,
Can I retrieve your pear?
This wasn't on camera, and it wasn't on TV, and the fans weren't expecting me to do it. I wouldn't do it. There's no point. But everybody knows that when you're on TV, you have to do everything. So I'm about to go. Is this when the producer wants me to jump? Are you wanting me to jump now? That's my producer. Oh my God. I didn't know it was going to happen so quickly. Okay, I'm very nervous.
Okay, hold on. All right, cut.
Whew. Yeah. You just keep standing there, Olivia. We don't want you to jump. Although, actually, I do. For obvious reasons. Oh, side boo view. Woo. Jump, 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 jump. Jump, 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 jump. Oof. And you know what I'm waiting for, ladies and gentlemen? Olivia Munn wet bikini. Let's fast forward to the end. Oh, here we are.
No, you can keep rolling. As we learn from around the net, you roll when someone hurts themselves. But my asshole
Yes?
is the size of a beer bottle.
Oh. That's right, Olivia. You come up. I've got a towel waiting for you. It's right here. Just a tiny little towel for your not so tiny little body.
Can I see the mic? I'd just like to speak on behalf of my butthole.
Well, you could say that Olivia had a free colonic irrigation.
Hey guys, as you saw, I just took the jump, but I don't have anything to say. My butthole has something to say. It is literally filled with all of the ocean water in Jamaica. It is
Olivia Munn, this woman easily brought a smile to my face back in the day. Oh my God, when pop culture entertainment was so good to enjoy, when you had people like her, like Jessica Chobot and Naomi Kyle on their other platforms. But my God, Olivia was the absolute GOAT on G4. Here's a picture of what she looks like now. The woman could not stay away from any minor corrective surgery. What a shame. She's a natural beauty. And I thought she was great in that last X-Men movie to do with the Dark Phoenix, where she plays Psylocke. I thought she was the perfect fit. And for the limited time we had her on screen, she was absolutely fantastic. But of course, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just scanning back to my favorite view of Olivia, which is somewhere round about, oh my God, that's easily like, yeah, Jug City, man. This is what I'm talking about. Come on, come on. Yeah, you do that. Oh, it doesn't matter where you pose Miss Munn, she just looks great, doesn't she? Yeah, oh, that's it. Oh, come on, just add it. Yeah, that will do. That's it. That, ladies and gentlemen, is Olivia Munn's legacy. That's the last pair of butatas I want to see before I kick the bucket. And on that one, ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed today's fun-packed, fun-bagged special, leave a comment below. Smash that subscribe button. And if I were you, and if you were me, and if you were them, you might want to return for the next video.